The 7 most crucial terms in an ERISA short-term disability insurance policy or plan. There is no uniform short-term disability policy or plan, but there are some common provisions in a short-term disability policy or plan. And I think you should know about these before you stop work and apply for your benefits, because they're going to impact your right to benefits, how much you get paid, and how long you get paid. In this 2-part series, I'm going to be talking about 7 important terms and potentially the difference between these terms in your short-term disability plan or policy and long-term disability. So what are the 7 terms? These 7 terms are disability, and number 1 is you have to prove that you're disabled, as that term is defined in the disability policy or plan. Now, you generally have to perform that you can't perform your own occupation due to illness or a medical condition. Number 2 is occupation. Now, generally, but not always, you have to prove you can't perform your occupation as you performed it for your employer, but that's not always the case. Now, if your disability continues and you become eligible for long-term disability benefits, often the definition of disability and occupation are different, and they're going to change. So you need to know that now before you stop work and apply for benefits. Number 3 is the elimination period. An elimination period is a waiting period that you have to meet before you become entitled to your short-term disability benefits. Now, it requires that you be disabled, again, as that term is defined in your policy or plan, for a specific period of time. Sometimes it could be 5 days, 7 days, 10 days, 2 weeks. I've seen them as long as 6 months. So you need to understand that because you're going to go without benefits in that period of time. You got to be disabled, but you don't get any benefits until you satisfy that elimination period. All right? So the 4th term is exclusions, and they come in many flavors. The short-term disability policy or plan can exclude certain medical conditions, like mental illness or subjective medical conditions. They can exclude pre-existing conditions, or they may say, we're not going to pay any benefits if your medical condition is a result of a workplace accident. Now, in the second part of this video, I'm going to discuss the rest of the terms: policy or plan limitations, offsets, deadlines, and I'm going to touch on the difference between short and long-term disability benefits. So join me in part 2. In the meantime, if you have any questions, call us at 727-894-3188 for a complimentary consultation.